Hello there, YouTube. Lord of the Crocker Squirrels here with the Snark Patrol. Say hello, Snark Patrol.
Snarky, snark, 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 snark.
Hey, Rocky, why don't you pull a rabbit down my pants?
Alrighty then, folks. We got a fun show for you today. Starting with a couple of rants. Instead of a strictly news-based platform, we're gonna go over a couple things that I find fucking irritating. Yes, that's right. I started swearing within the first 30 seconds. YouTube's gonna kick my ass and I don't fucking care. Okay, first off, what the fuck is your damage?
Demonetization.
Demonetization indeed. Oh yeah, Sam Harris. You were supposed to you bill yourself as a philosopher and a thinker, but for some completely unknown, unknowable reason, you made a clear and unambiguous statement to trigonometry with the two men just sitting there looking incredibly uncomfortable while you're speaking. I can imagine why. You are telling them you spoke the words that you would sooner see, or that it would matter not one bit if Hunter Biden had a basement full of dead kids than Trump be another day in office. What the fuck is wrong with you? Somebody explain this to me. I have no idea where the hell you get your delusions.
Fucking hell.
What is this shit? You're supposed to be this big atheist thinker. You were a member of the intellectual dark web. You were one of the four horsemen of atheism. What the hell? And the sad part of it is when you were mildly challenged, when you were very mildly criticized, they challenged you a bit on this. You doubled the fuck down. Is your Trump derangement syndrome so ingrained? So just has it destroyed your mind so thoroughly that everything good that you have delivered in the world is now just fucked? You just fucked off everything. Okay, I get it. You don't like Donald Trump. He bothers you. But when you're talking about, all the vileness that currently exists, I mean, you're up there in Stephen Colbert territory with the, I'm willing to pay a couple of extra bucks in defense of democracy, but it won't affect me much because I drive an electric vehicle. What crack are you on? And here's the fun part. Just going back to the whole electric vehicle thing, the government promised subsidies for purchasing these things. So what happened? The manufacturers jacked up the prices by, coincidentally, the amount of the subsidy. So they get more money, and you still have to pay the old full price. Okay, Sam, you were good for a long time. Now you've just gone to fucking scum. The hell?
Oh, shit. Okay, I have something, if I could quickly say.
Yes, you have two. You have 2
actually,
minutes.
I want your feedback on it too, because didn't Sam Harris one time have this talk about how he talked to this one lady who was okay with the idea of having kids having their left eyes plucked out if it was part of their culture, and he went that he had to pull his eyes back from because he couldn't believe somebody was that ideological driven?
Yeah, no, I remember this. I remember clearly this thing, and I was just getting to it. But since you brought it up, yeah, no, he got that upset about physical harm to the children's. But now he's okay with Hunter Biden being in possession of a basement full of dead kids. I can't even. I'm not even. This rant seems a little disjointed because I am just that not happy about this. You know, the left is squealing yes, Sam Harris gets it, he's one of us. Yeah, you guys can fucking keep him. This is the same Sam Harris you guys were ragging on not 3 weeks ago about how he's just this vile creature. Yeah, no, he is this vile creature. Don't get me wrong. I am agreeing with the left from 3 weeks ago. And when was the last time that happened? Pro tip, it's been a while. A long while. Right. And of course, trigonometry is, well, the look on those guys' faces at the time was that of discomfort and disgust. I'm gonna go with that. How he thought he was gonna get that, run around the other side, I have no idea. So, in literary news, which is really still not news, it's just a fucking travesty. In the Embracer Group is now in, or will very soon be in, possession of the Lord of the Rings franchise, or the Lord of the literary monolith, the literary treasure known as Lord of the Rings. Some of you people may have heard of the Embracer Group, and most of you in the gaming sphere have. They were the ones that bought THQ Nordic. They were the ones that bought Eidos from Square Enix, which was heralded as a good thing. Not that I disagree that could have been a good thing, especially if they're going to let Eidos do their thing, as opposed to corporate micromanage them to death. This game designed by committee never works. Never works. You can see that it has. You can see that it happens, but now they've got the rights. We're in the process of paying for the rights to Lord of the Rings, and the company that owned it previously had better have gotten a really big fucking payday, because it's going to go to shit fast. Okay, these people are not interested in maintaining the integrity of the franchise. I hesitate to use the word franchise, but that's the word they used. Franchise. This tells me that they're planning on exploiting the shit out of it. Okay, we don't talk about the Amazon fucking Lord of the Rings thing. It's not even Lord of the Rings. They call it Rings of Power. They have a character that was pulled from the series. Apparently they managed to get the rights to use Galadriel, but they somehow managed to compress the entire Second Age, more than 1,000 years, down to the span of a human lifetime, which is, in most fantasy settings should be somewhere between 40 and 60 years, assuming there are no major wars or anything, which is what the Lord of the Rings is fucking about. So yeah, let's go with that. But with the Embracer Group, we're going from, a pair of bad rank. Bad. I say bad. The Hobbit was actually pretty good. The Lord of the Rings thing that they did only got up to the end of the Two Towers, which is, we don't need to Return of the King. No. We ran out of money and we can't do that. And a couple of calendars up until the advent of this century. I fully expect. Christopher's been actually pretty good about trying to maintain the integrity of Middle Earth. Although we got tabletop role playing games, we got some video games, we got a 3-part Hobbit film, and a Lord of the Rings trilogy. Fine. As long as there was some sort of supervision on it that opens the door to these literary works. And don't get me started about my opinion of them killing Tom Bombadil for Fellowship of the Ring. We don't go there. I get that some things had to die, but really that was a pivotal moment for our Hobbit friends, in my opinion, in those books.
2 cents worth into this subject.
2 seconds. Okay, maybe a few more than that. I'll let you go here in a sec, Kitty. But yeah, no. I expect to see more really bad, super stupid levels of woke. Running around, TV streaming shows and other such shit. To find some way to make this fucking work, and I expect it all to be bad. The licensing company needs to, the people in charge of the licensing company, the license holding company, they need to go. They need to resurrect J.R.R. Tolkien and ask him what the fuck he wants. Death of the author is not an excuse. All right, Kitty.
Like the Lord of the Rings movies, I think this director, whoever he was,
Peter Jackson,
did a very good job with depicting what J.R. Tolkien did in his books. But if you actually want to save this legacy, read a fucking book, people. It is nothing compared to the movie. It is the original hardcore J.R. Tolkien Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, right down to.
I don't believe in big corporations buying out bestsellers that are part of literary history. Buy the book, read the series, gain knowledge.
Hey, you can even get them in paperback for like $5-6 a pop, and there's only 4 books. There's only 4 books that generate the adventure. The Silmarillion, maybe you want to take a pass at. It is dry as shit, but it's mostly just rote history in order to, and it was actually part of his world building. I've written a couple like that myself, trying to build the myths upon which the really exciting shit actually happens. So, yeah, maybe take a pass on the Silmarillion unless you like history books. If you like history books, then by all means, dive right the fuck in. I encourage you to do that. Please do that. You will enjoy it immensely. But this is a man that in the trenches in World War I built the basis for an elven language in and of itself. It's just kind of wow. He also managed to assemble large chunks of a Dwarven language. Because why the fuck wouldn't he? You're going to get the elves, you might as well do the dwarves too. And those things have influenced history since. In all sorts of spheres. So yeah, no, go check out the books. I'm completely behind Kitty in this way. Anybody else got any commentary on either story before we move on to the games?
Nope. Well,
Nope.
I said what I wanted about Sam. And I think my alter ego had a good point too.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been so busy ranting, I haven't actually looked. Yeah, Opalina. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yep.
A certain German leader from the 30s and 40s, from the 1930s, 1940s, would be the good guy. If and only if he proved to be anti-Trump. And yes, Rings of Power is crappy fan fiction. They got rights to do bits of the Second Age, and then they fucked everything. Because dwarfs are black. I thought the orcs were the black people. That's what they did to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
and And here's a fun little tidbit. They actually got playtest segments now, wherein your race is simply a label, and your background determines what your attribute bonuses will be. So all races are equal in every conceivable way. This is decidedly untrue. Especially when you're talking about the difference between, a dwarf and a halfling. Let's go there.
Oh, jeez. That just reminded me of another thing that makes me hate Amazon. Debearding females in Rings of Power.
Yeah, well, it's actually, believe it or not, whether
Beard is a dwarf.
Whether dwarves have whether dwarven females have beards has actually been a source of contention, and people were bugging Tolkien about it for years after the Lord of the Rings arrived, and he refused to answer. He would not answer at all. But dwarves are known for their beards.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's actually kind of cool. I actually liked authors that made it that even the females had beards. It's just how they dressed the beard was different for females. I always thought that was cool.
Oh, it is a cool idea, but there was no statement either way from Tolkien as to whether or not the female dwarves had beards. He in fact excluded female dwarves sum total from the game from the books for exactly that reason. He wanted to keep that. He wanted people to think about it for a while. All right, Thomas, any comments?
Well, I'm going to be the outlier on this one. I'm going to be hopefully optimistic. I am somebody who typically does not jump to conclusions about big corporations not doing justice to the original source material. I will wait and see. When I point you to Warner Brothers taking over DC, and a little film called Batman.
Their only remaining franchise, which they just recently made Bruce Wayne bisexual.
Yeah, you know what? I've been avoiding that story like the plague. I've been avoiding it. Okay.
One of the Robins is bisexual, but I didn't think Bruce was.
Yeah, well, that's the recent
bisexual.
Wookiee shit that's been going on with the Bat. That's something new that's come up here in the last month or so.
But in either case, the point remains that large companies can do justice by the source material. You just have to have the right people in place to do it. Marvel Comics would not have had a cinematic universe without at least some knowledge from top to bottom of the source material. So I'll be an outlier. I'll keep my eyes open, but believe me, if it sucks, it will suck hard. Because I also know that for every Batman movie that's out there, there's also chips.
Yes. So, and I'm going to hope that you are correct. I'd like it if you were correct, Thomas. However, I've gotten cynical in my old age. As I approach the end of my 50th lap around the sun, I'm getting cynical. I've been disabused one too many times. Anyway, so this is not getting us to where we want to be, which is the games. So we're gonna do that. Yeah. Let's do that because that sounds like fun to me. All right, I need to grab. I need these. At least I think I need these. All right. So let me finish up. Let me grab a couple things because we are professionals here, folks. We had everything completely ready. We had everything ready to
This is all
go.
pre-planned.
Absolutely 100%
Yep.
and 10% ready to go. Way ahead of time, and no, we didn't. We are absolutely professionals here. All right. Wait, so did the Elgato's not on? Let me just fix that here real quick. There we go. Welcome to Smash Boats. We have a regular mode, a co-op mode, and a party mode. We're going to do this. We're going to do this as a co-op-y thing. This game's been out for a little while, but they've just finished the. We have a red and a yellow. All right. Wait, no. 2 play. We can have up to 4 players at this point. No, this is no. I got it right. Here you go. And I have his shortness here to join us in the fight. All right. Mine's good. How about okay? You got it?
Yeah.
Left and right, good.
Excellent.
I think we're actually both required to use this one because nothing else is unlocked.
Yellow and red player.
I think we're both required to use this one. Okay. Stage 1 in the bathtub.
So with the yellow, and red player, one of you is going to run away, and the other one's going to be embarrassed.
All right. So we have the bathtub, a toy chest that we can't get to. The vanity, of course, that's the bathroom sink. The kiddie pool. The air hockey table. The shower. And we're back to the bathtub. I have been informed that once we get far enough along, there's a toilet that's actually available. Amongst other things. So let's give this a go. Fast turn, brake. Steering, special ram, submerge. Ooh, we can be submarines. And we're ready for load. Okay. Okay. How do we get moving?
Seeing nothing on the screen.
You should be able to see it on the live stream.
Nope.
I am. I'm saying you might be behind.
Yeah.
You can't be that far behind.
Yeah.
Look for move your mouse on the thing and look for a word that says live, and make sure it's red.
Yeah. Yeah, it just now popped up. That's why I always watch in Dinosaur, because I have that bad lag that I drag behind everybody.
Unfortunately, Lady Kitty, there is not a way to do that at this point.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
The squirrel.
Game over. I got dumped out.
Yeah. Squirrel insists on living in the early 2000s.
Actually, it's not a question of that. It's that I do not have access through Dinosaur. to the Elgato. I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
It's just
Ah.
at this. It's not registering as a camera. It's a source. So if I could use it as a camera, then for a dick sword, then I could do that for you. But I can't. So I won't. Now we have discovered that
Party.
there is a party mode. I'm not sure what that actually means. Booty bash and pool crash. Collect the most coins or sink the most pool balls. I think we're going to pass. Besides which, we have other games to get to.
Yeah.
So, we're going to do that at this point. We just turn that off. And I'll be able to transmit the stuff to the dick sword going forward, so that some people aren't being silly. All right, and I don't think Thomas would qualify as Lofty Pixels. If Opalita wants to talk shit over there, she can come over here and do it. Always knew that my gnome fighter can be as strong as my half ogre companion. I know, right? What's up with that? I have questions.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, everybody say thank you and goodbye to Mr. Albert. He's going to wander back off.
Goodbye.
He's going to wander back off now.
Yep. Go back to chewing on squirrels' wires.
Yeah, you leave my freaking modem alone. All right, so let us now talk for a different shortish game that I need my Steam client for. I'm going to move this over here briefly so that when the game finally loads up, and we are going to kitty cat you guys for a sec here. Hopefully that works Hopefully that works correctly. Considering the game is currently not responding for no reason I can determine. I don't know why. What is it doing? Okay, there it is. I think it might be back. Alright. There it goes. Welcome to Dinosaur Fossil Hunter. Now, some of you may remember, while I resize this, this game from the demos for like a year plus ago, and I now have to restart the game because reasons. No. Because now it's not actually working properly. This is actually a problem specific to this game. I've been having my issues with it I had my issues with it quite a bit yesterday. But once the game starts, if you come outside the window, you're boned.
Oh.
Of course, if I did that anyway, I'd be in trouble with the police.
Well, that's a different issue. All right. Now, I actually spent some time with this yesterday or last night to get us out past the point where shit went sideways when we did the demo. We're actually going to go hunting for dinosaur fossils. And I left us in a position to do that. The driving section sucked ass. I hated it. All right, and click on the start. Excavation basics. We're just going to ignore that.
By the way, I'm installing that game I was suggested.
What?
I am installing that game that was suggested to me as a must.
Ah.
And I will probably play it later.
Okay.
And we just lost Sanji.
Well, technically, we lost Sanji a while ago. He muted him. He deafened himself.
Himself. That's not good.
All right, let me transmit this off to Dick Sword and hope like hell it still works after that. Oh, it worked.
I hope so.
Hello, nurse. All right, let's go with let's try the shovel.
Just don't dig yourself a grave now.
Wait for a little dot to go green, which it's not gonna do because that's bullshit. Anybody reminded of that Truffle Pigs game from a while ago?
Can't think of it.
Where we were sweeping a field because we're looking for something.
Oh.
Come back, Thomas.
Oh, he's here. He's just watching the stream now.
Let's see.
Already, I want this game. It needs to go on my wishy list.
What, this one?
Yes.
Yeah, it's looking a little interesting though. I thought Squirrel would be checking the pieces for fossils. Oh, you can use that. You can use the pick on the ground, on the hard ground.
Yeah,
My
except
convection. I always wanted to be a paleontologist.
It was green at one point. Where was it? It was green at one point.
now it says find the right area again.
Huh.
I don't know. If you're not a medical doctor, I'm not sure you should be looking for anybody's area. Because that's what perverts do.
Should be somewhere,
Oh.
anywhere around here.
I don't know. Well, it doesn't look too bad. I think it looks a little interesting.
The only real problem I'm having here is that once again my GPU is over 70 degrees. Is actually sitting right at 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Oop.
Probably kill my system. Oh, Squirrel just took a bath.
Yep, I took a. Yep, it was time for bath.
Nature's heat sink.
Well, uh, he just likes to muddy. He just likes to muddy the waters. That's all.
I had one of us was going to make that joke, Opal. The only question,
Yeah.
the only real question was which one. All right, so here's our original
hey.
diggy spot.
Oh, I was gonna add one little thing, Squirrel. And no matter how much mud you put into that water, that water will never be as dirty as either of our politics.
Politics everywhere is a dirty business. We already know that.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And suddenly Peter Gabriel takes an interest in this game.
And we have amongst our tools, we have
Chains?
our bare hands, a chainsaw.
Ooh, cut down that tree! Cut down that tree!
Ooh, I could do that. I think the game would actually let me.
Oh, go for it!
No, the game won't let me. It's actually for.
Oh! Oh! So the game
going
won't
after-
let you take down. Won't let you take down that wood.
I won't. No.
That's what the picture of Nancy Pelosi is for.
Oh!
Oh.
Like I said, I'm just going to avoid the politics talk for my own reasons.
All right. That's a flashlight. And there's a drone.
A drone. Oh wow. Well, don't drone on about it, Squirrel.
No, of course not, because this is probably the most fun we're going to have in this game.
Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, crater pallet.
Pallets of crates. And now we're and
Oh,
There.
there's something.
there we go. That's what we were actually looking for. All right, time to break out the shovel again.
Yep.
Provided you can dig it.
Ha ha.
Well, Thomas, he is no Sam Harris.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to be Sam Harris at this point.
No.
I just made progress on a thing called okay. Okay, that stone is okay. How do I inspect the stone?
I have no clue. Huh. Interesting menu.
I'd say the pickaxe. Break it up into smaller pieces.
Jesus, there might be a fossil in it. You might want to be very careful about breaking.
Yeah, you do want to be careful about that. The radio menu is of no fracking help.
Collect the rock.
There doesn't seem to be a way to actually do that. Funnily
Maybe
enough.
maybe it's not completely out. Maybe keep trying to dig around it and stuff, like move to different positions and.
That's all I can think at this point. Because the controls
I
aren't.
mean, that's the only thing I can think.
Yes, where you just got to go to a whole new level.
See if you can pick up the rocks that are moving. Go to your hand. Go to your hand. You can't pick those
Yeah,
up.
go to your hands and get your rocks off. Figure since a whole new level joke.
There you go.
Getting bombed, so I might as well.
Yeah. Even I don't hit it all the time.
That's not what I've heard.
Well, I used to get it a lot more often, and then
Well.
shit happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so these rocks here seem to be a thing.
They actually have bone chips in it.
It probably does. The question, of course,
The
is how am I
white
supposed to
spots.
do
That's
that?
a bone chip. That's a bone chip.
Yeah. They're just not free of the dirt yet.
See, it looks like a lawnmower with an iPad on it.
It pretty much is, yeah.
It does.
Penetrating radar.
Well, at least something's getting penetrated today.
Ha 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 ha! You think you're funny. Somebody thinks they're funny. Okay, so our little contextual. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't think they were quite free. There you go.
we can detect the fossils. We have a device for this apparently. Preparation for plastering and species identification. Okay.
You gotta pick it up.
Yes. First thing I
White
need to do is
chip
get the
right
hell out
there.
of this pit.
And then you gotta take it to a bar so you can get it plastered.
So basically, you have to go on a carbon date.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys right now, all your jokes are getting pretty damn older than these dinosaurs.
I think that's just. I think that's just. I'm pretty sure that's just the price of doing business around here. Oh, hello.
Yep.
What is that?
Ooh, hello.
That
Dig
looks
that
like
one out.
petrified wood.
Could be.
Sorry.
Now, if you have wood that's been petrified for more than 4 hours, please consult your doctor.
Ooh, there's another one that got free. Two got free now.
Yeah. Well, I want this one because there's something actually on the side. There's a there's a brown spot on the side of that, which is probably something I want.
Mm-hmm. You gotta plaster it before you put it into crates.
Well, first thing I need to do. Oh, I have to. How do I do that, game? You are not helpful. You just
I was
what?
gonna say, maybe focus on it. Try. Go back when you find another one. Go take a look at your radio after you pick it up and put it down. Check your radio menu to see if you get the plastering option.
long. What was the name of this game?
Dinosaur Fossil Hunter.
There you go. Yeah.
Packing into the crates, transport by delivery
There we
vehicle,
go.
and shipping to the museum. We will do.
It is now added to my wishy list.
Oh, wants you to go to the next one. There you go. There's your plastic.
Oh, Slime Rancher 2
There you go.
comes out in September. Sorry.
Wow.
Cool.
All right.
Nope.
No bone in the rock. Okay. We already know about that one.
Well, that one didn't get your rocks off.
I was going to say, if there was no bone in the rock, how could he have had kids?
All right. You are officially a pile of crap.
Thank you.
No. No bone on that rock. Now I'm not going to bother with it. I'm not going to bother with that rock. We only got one. Now that I know where my fucking sensor is for this purpose. Alright. I want that button. I have no idea what the device is even supposed to be. So.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Am I even allowed to have a guess in this case? Alright.
Well, we're probably not allowed to say a lot of things we say, so you may as well go for it anyways.
Yeah.
Something.
Not a.
Who knew that who knew that the freest country in the world would have the most language restrictions?
I know, right?
Yeah,
What's
no.
up with that?
Yeah.
You know what? I blame Canada.
Why not?
Alright.
Ooh, do we see something in there?
Yes, there is
it's a
something.
green spot. What does that green spot mean?
My green spot means that there's actually fossils in there. And I have to put this down so I can dig my ass out.
Oh, I should pay attention to this part because I haven't quite learned how to dig myself out of trouble yet.
Well, you might need a backhoe. And failing at a front hoe and a couple of side hoes.
I want to know why the hell I'm even out here. Why I'm out here by my fucking self.
So, the only problem with that, Thomas, is if I could get a hoe, I wouldn't be here right about now.
Oh, come on, Opal.
I'd be
I know
gardening.
you. You'd be here. You've been trying to get the host to play the game.
No, I'd be gardening. I mean, what else do you use a hoe for?
Well, it depends on how much you want to pay. Not that I know anything about that, mind you.
All
As your
right.
wife gives you the eye.
Main menu. Yes, we
She's
want to
not
go
here,
to the main
so-
menu. Let us slave because we still have another game to go.
Yep. I have to admit that it's improved itself from the. I vaguely remember, but this does seem better. So I'm assuming it has improved itself.
And let me just say, this game rocks.
Ah, you are hilarious. You know that, right?
Even though that this game is totally disrespectful to my ancestral graves.
Well, that's what you get for taking him for granted.
Let's go back to the continue.
Oh,
For granted.
you're
Ha
just a
ha.
quarry full of jokes.
Don't get me started about this quarry. And guess what? Everything we just did was for nothing at all. Half an hour into this game, or almost half an hour into this game, and the saving was not happening. So I have no idea even what I found. So be prepared to put in some time, because there was supposed to be a save option, and there was not. I couldn't save. I went back to the main menu because I was trying to do a manual save. Debs, fix your shit.
Yeah. Also, reduce the processing load, or at least put in options to help do that.
Yeah, because my GPU just went from 76 down to 50.
Yeah. Squirrel does not have the KFC machine.
If I had the
Fried
KFC
chicken.
machine, we'd be baking a cake.
I thought you'd be smelting lead.
No.
No,
No.
frying lead.
With that, with this shit, I could probably smell uranium. Not that I would. Back it up,
As we all
YouTube.
know.
Not that I
As we all
would.
know.
I could. I probably could. And certainly there would be.
Yeah, we know.
And certainly, you know what? Better yet, we'll just make a souffle. It'll be brilliant.
But as we all know, whoever smelt it dealt it.
Okay, because that joke is older than everyone here combined.
What can I say? I like the classics.
For yourself.
200 plus year old classics. With Sanji not here, we don't quite make 200 though.
I'm only gonna say this. All of these jokes should have stayed dead and buried like the dinosaurs. Moving on.
Moving right along. One of you,
No
one
words
of you
about
should
it,
have a
huh?
coin running around somewhere. Who's got it?
I've got a coin.
I don't have one on hand.
Okay.
I've already flipped too much.
Ooh. If you've
I
got
have
a
a
coin,
coin.
Thomas. If you got a coin, Thomas, go ahead and flip it. Opal can call it. Call it,
I
Opal.
always chase tails, so I'll go tails.
It is heads.
Hey. Okay, folks.
So we're getting head.
Yeah.
Give me all right. I need about 2 minutes. You guys kibitz amongst yourselves about the two games we've covered and any ranting that happened before that, and I will return to announce which game we're actually going to wind up doing. There were two.
Well, I did like that boat game. That boat game looked cool. This should probably that's another game to throw on my wish list for the Switch.
Meeting list.
So I missed what Squirrel said, so
I have no idea. But between the boat game and the archaeology game, I want the archaeology game.
oh, I can see why.
Excuse me.
It looks like it hasn't proved
Paleontology.
itself.
There's a difference between archaeology and paleontology. So.
Paleontology, yeah. So,
Well,
and it's still early in its release, so it might improve itself. Sorry, did I step on you, Thomas? There.
No, he's kibitzing by himself with himself muted.
Oh, okay. Maybe he tried to tell us something. Damn. Time lag between us talking. Sucks. But no, I when I was in high school, I had thought I would like to be a paleontologist. I actually was not put off by the boring part that I was told about. I thought it would be cool because at the time I really had the ability to do fine detail. I was a little slow, with working with my hands, but I was really good with doing fine detail. No, I couldn't do it now. But
I actually took a couple of classes in college for archaeology.
Ooh.
Yeah. The thing that put me off, though, is because of my learning disabilities, I'm a really slow writer. In fact, I have a distaste for writing down things. Like, I'll just do short stuff, but I don't like to write down things.
You have to be very detailed.
Yeah, and that was the one thing. But if I knew how technology would have developed, I just could have done voice dictation with a tablet.
Not an impossibility. So,
Yeah.
what?
I didn't know when I was 15
Silence for the
years
kitty.
old. I didn't
Silence for the little black kitty.
know.
Back
Oh,
to
kitty,
kitty.
you're black.
Freaking news to me.
Well, didn't you know you could just identify as it?
Yeah, just ask Rachel Dolezal. She'll tell you all about it. Okay, so we are going to
Yep.
spend the next hour on a game that nobody realized, probably nobody realized I actually had a copy of.
The second one. The one that... Yeah.
All right. This game here is available in working order on GOG. On Steam, requires some modification before it can be used.
Oh. The superiority of GOG.
Yes, the extreme superiority of the GOG. And I think I'm actually going to... And I have to relaunch the game. There's going to be a second here because I actually want a thing here. Come on. Finish up what you're doing, GOG. So, this game here, Deus Ex 2 Invisible War, depending on who you ask, this is either one of the better games in the Deus Ex series or absolutely the worst game ever, which in my opinion is nowhere near this. The worst game ever was something else entirely. Let me grab that here and turn this back on and turn the audio back on. I do not know why the game capture is doing that. What?
But when I played it, I'd have to play it again to give it a proper look at it. But when I first played it, I don't know, I found it lacking.
Well, there were
About
some
it.
things that people didn't like about it. For example, small sizes or small graphical sizes. I don't know why the game capture was working 3 minutes ago. The hell?
Don't know. Discord can catch it, but
Well, that's just it. The live stream was seeing it too, and now they're not. I do not know why.
I couldn't tell you. Yeah. Killed Dinosaur, and try capturing it on the stream.
I can do a window capture. It's that easy.
Okay.
Audio. Turn the subtitles back on. So there.
Music's cool.
I agree.
I
The
forgot
music is
about the
actually
music.
one of the better things about this game, to be honest. People complained a lot about how how things were kind of small.
Have to admit, I still enjoy playing the original game.
A lot of people do, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, we cannot load a game because I have yet to. Oh, I actually do have one. Actually, do have a
I
current
did like
save.
one of them. Oh, cool. I did like one of the modern ones. I can't remember which one it is.
Was Human Revolution or Mankind Divided? Mankind
I
Divided
think it
was
might
more
be
recent.
Mankind Divided. Oh, okay, maybe it's the other one.
Now I actually
know
have a
it's not the
copy of this
latest one.
game on GOG because I owned it on Steam prior to this. As part of GOG Connect. I bug GOG Connect every once in a while just because.
Yeah,
Welcome to Chicago.
I have Human Revolution.
Look, folks, it's Chirac.
No, it can't be. You didn't leave enough weapons behind.
No, right? No. Chirac, not Iraq. Chirac.
Well, whenever you guys pull out, you always leave them a crap ton of weapons.
Yeah, we haven't actually completely evacuated Iraq yet.
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the
Redhead.
terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has an anti-detonator.
From Assassin's Creed.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move!
And Duke gets blown away in a swift wind. That is one of two possible protagonists.
Grey goo!
Yup. The Grey Goo effect.
Yep. I'll have to ask you after the game.
Jesus. Did they destroy the whole city to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
So it would seem. A new enemy.
They already know about the Seattle facility.
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
So do we want the male or the female?
Yeah, I'll pick male this time. Ooh, he's cute.
Is there something I should know here, Opal?
Was mentioning about flipping both ways before, so.
If I only had the parts to match.
Oh, I know, right?
Nowadays, that doesn't really much matter.
Well, for me it does.
And it is now loading the first level, which is going to be small. Because all of them are small. It actually requires 250. It actually required, at the time it released, 256 megabytes of RAM.
Squirrel went Robo Squirrel on us for a minute.
Give me a minute. I have to.
There you go.
I keep forgetting that it does. That this is a thing that it does.
Oh. Oh, well, I asked, or my alter self asked the chat the question I wanted to ask.
All right. Oh, now it's not responding. Give it a minute while it finishes crashing, because it actually shuts its. One of the things about this is that it shuts itself off, and then restarts itself, because that was a very bad idea. Wait for it to respond. I just shut down the wrong object. And that is why. It was actually doing okay here a minute ago. I'm going to have to shut that. I'm going to have to shut it down and restart it.
Because Opal chose a guy.
No, because it was.
Not like that book.
Come on, finish your sync. I got to try and find a way to do this.
Oh.
It looks like we actually had a short.
And that's,
Looks like we had a short disruption in the bandwidth. Okay.
and that set game is already loaded and installed.
Nice.
Cool.
I know what I will be doing later.
Going through holes that I would go through?
You're just desperate, Opal. You would go through any hole you could get a chance at this point.
Yep. You are not wrong.
You're my fit, Opal, and you know it.
Yep.
Come on, do the thing.
You know, about
We may actually
bench
wind
game,
up.
my
We
man.
may actually wind up killing. We may wind up having to kill this till I can figure out a way to make this work better. Because this was it was behaving last night. What are you doing, game? I am killing this one.
Giving you a hard time.
There we go. That's better. All right. So let's have a look around. Before we do that, though, I think I need to take a look at the controls and turn down the mouse sensitivity.
boy, you really need to take your mouse to therapy if it's that sensitive. Or at least get it out of the American indoctrination system. Aw.
Well, that was quick.
Welcome, Alex. I see that you're awake.
Just trying to sleep off the chopper ride. What happened? The guards practically dragged me to the roof.
Let me introduce myself. Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy here in Seattle.
I've been moved to Seattle.
Kind of remember
She
this.
too?
Alex, I'm afraid something happened in Chicago. A terrorist attack. We evacuated you and Billy just in time.
I saw it about, what,
No one
3
told me
minutes
anything about
ago?
the attack. How bad is it? I have friends in Chicago.
You don't want all the details in one dose. Trust me.
I could do a screen capture, but
Facility. It's stored in a data cube inside the chest. Then I'll unlock your door and tell you what I can about the disaster.
What was that noise?
Nothing to be concerned about. You have your
I'm
assignment.
hesitant. I know Kitty's gonna suffer, but
What?
oh well.
Why would I suffer?
Well, you wouldn't get to see it. You'd be so far behind.
Yeah, probably. But that's normal.
okay. And to access the data vault.
Now I'd like you to come downstairs and meet the other trainees. Billy Adams, you know from Chicago. Check in with her in apartment 454 on your way down.
Okay, so we have to go to apartment 454 and check, and then check shit out. Okay. This is a switch. There's the showers, because of course.
Oh yeah.
Until our security
Unless you got a bathtub, then that's even more fun.
please remain in the main complex.
Okay, V for the inventory screen. Got it.
Attention. Trainees,
Okay, so we have a message from this creature, Billy. By the way, this is likely going to be earthquakes. Oh shit. I hope that guy's from security.
Until our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
450. She said 454, right?
I have no idea.
Trainees, self-study will last only
There she
until
is.
the top of the hour.
I
Until
don't.
our security assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
He didn't even have a chance. He was just standing there.
Use the intercom. Oh, here's the intercom.
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Alex.
Finally, it's about time you woke up. Come on in. We've got to talk about what's been going on around here. Attention trainees.
I take it you heard the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get answers out of Dr. Nassif, but all she'd give me is the elevator code. It's 28901 if you need it. I don't know what's going on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we better watch each other's back.
Thanks. I guess I should meet our hostess here already. Not much else I can do. Maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
Okay. So here's our friend Billy. She was our other option for this. She's our other option for this.
Until the top of the hour.
I have no idea what that is. Something tells me I don't want to. Where is it? Oh, here's this elevator.
What's going on? I saw one of your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties. I can't comment except to say the situation under control, sure.
What do you mean, no comment? I saw a man die.
Move along. I know you have your orders and I have mine. Now let me do my job.
I've got just as much training as you do, if not more.
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and just stay out of SSC's way?
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Now it's time to watch it pull up another window. Because that's what's going to happen. And we have to adapt accordingly. Come on. Finish doing what you're doing. But the current bullshit completely aside. That's the not responding version. Close that one. And this one will now stop doing that. Okay. There we go. We're back. We took too long. All right. Yes, yes, yes. We got it. Okay. Two multi-tools required for that.
I know what you must be thinking. Don't worry. This won't be a repeat of Chicago.
The facility's under attack. By who?
No one. Just an isolated incident. Listen, we want the trainees to stay in the rec area. You'll be safe down here.
Doctor, we have a code yellow.
Hello, Stan. Are you sure?
One of the guards turned up dead.
I'll be right there. You'd better introduce yourself to the others. Clara's just down the hall and Leo's running laps around the track.
What's going on? I have a right to know if I'm in danger.
Yeah, no you
You'll
don't.
be safe in the rec area. Go, Alex. We don't have time to debrief every one of the trainees.
So, they let the Chicago transfers out of their cages. You're looking at Leo Jankowski. Train here now, so I guess you can call me Leo.
Alex, I just talked to Dr. Nassif. Know anything about a Code Yellow emergency? A security guard has been murdered.
Would I be running if there was an emergency? Me? You never heard the name Leo Jankowski in Chicago?
Nope.
Nope, what?
Right, Jankowski. It's great to finally meet you.
Well, don't be intimidated by my rank. I make a point of treating every team
Did
member
it
as
crash again?
Thanks.
No, it didn't.
tough break about Chicago.
This guy's having an attitude.
Take it easy these first days.
I appreciate that. Listen, I'm serious. You didn't hear the explosions? I saw a guard killed right in front of me in the apartment level.
Probably staged. Test for the new transfers. They rewrote the exercises because of my performance. If there was trouble, they notify me immediately.
Yeah, right. I'll just let you get back to what you were doing. Maybe this other girl will have better idea.
You must be Alex. I'm Clara Sparks.
Hi, what's going on? It looks like this facility is under attack.
Probably just more demolition. That's Upper Seattle, you know, always growing. We hear it all the time. Hey, you must be overwhelmed. I mean, Chicago, the whole city. Was your family from there?
My foster parents.
Your parents? Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. If I can do anything to make you feel more at home, let me know.
I don't know. You could come visit my apartment. That'd be good. And what did I do with Discord? There it is. We're going to try and do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do it the other way. I'm just going to show you the whole screen. You're not going to get the audio that way, but at least you'll get something. Meet the Clara.
Facility is under attack. Alex, please get the med kit and the multi-tools from your equipment locker next to the basketball court. Just a precaution. I'm transmitting the soft key ID to your data right now. More details when they become available.
Med kit and multi-tools from my locker.
There has been a severe security breach.
Where's my locker? This is the head.
Terrorists seem to belong to the Order. Just fanatics. Their exact objective is unclear. All trainees will evacuate the facility immediately. Use the elevator in my office.
Okay, so there is an elevator in the orifice, in her orifice.
We've got trouble. I spotted a seeker coming our way. Look, there's no reason for me to drag a trainee into a firefight. Why don't you try to slip out before I start shooting?
Sounds like a good way to become a target.
What's that one internet rule that about porn?
There's porn of everything. It's called Rule 34.
Any more pointers?
Sure. Want to keep a low profile? Manage the line of sight situation. Hide behind things. Watch where the enemy's head is facing. And listen. I'm always surprised how much these amateur commandos give away by talking to themselves during a fight.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do the stealth thing.
Good luck. I'll hold fire as long as I can.
Evacuate immediately.
Okay. Hit C. And I'm still fast as shit even in this mode.
And Opal back.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Intruders are storming the facility. Evacuate immediately.
Say your prayer.
Oh, somebody's cackling maniacally. Thomas.
Nope.
Oh. Oh, it's you. Hey, Boris, where's Natasha?
I'm just curious about where Fearless Leader is.
Billy, what are you doing? We all got the same orders. Get out of the facility through Nassif's office.
Forget that. How do you know they won't just cut us loose given all this trouble?
Would be Sir Dudley.
Can now. Get your biomods installed. Tarsus owes us that much. I got mine. No
How?
stress.
Facility's being locked down and evacuated.
Go back to your apartment. You'll be able to get to the biomod lab through a breach the Order made in the residential area.
Wait, you know what's going on?
The Order contacted me in Chicago and told me how to uncover Tarsus.
Is Squirrel just being quiet, or
We're test
is
subjects.
his audio
Finding
dead?
out I've been used like that, I don't feel so
No.
bad about disobeying orders.
But where does the Order fit into all this? I thought they were a world church, not private investigators. I need to know more before I
Did the Earth move for you too?
And they see Tarsus as the origins of the population. It's impossible to live a balanced life if your actions are secretly
And
manipulated. Now you have a chance to see the real Tarsus. Explore the facility, starting with your apartment.
Have been compromised.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do what I'm told here. And we're going back to the apartments because that's a thing.
Ah, we're going back to your apartment. Okay, cool. Ah.
Dear penthouse.
Clara and Alex are gonna get it on. Let's get it on.
Oh yeah.
I should have saved before I should have saved beforehand. That's me
Dear
being an
penthouse.
idiot.
I'm an ensign in a small Midwestern space colony.
Midwestern. How I want to know how we get a Midwestern space colony.
Captain Kirk would be proud.
Captain Kirk would be getting laid.
You mean he wasn't? You mean that he wasn't?
Ooh.
It seems like he got all of the things while he got all the stuff while he was at Starfleet Academy.
Blue, green, he's fucked the rainbow.
You can't spell STD without ST. Star Trek disease. Or Star Trek dick, as the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Avoid the agitations to the hall. You can cross the vent shaft I found earlier. It connects Clara's and Leo's apartments.
Hmm.
The apartment on your immediate left to get to it.
Dude.
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it. Order be praised. May her holiness watch the ceiling will guide you power.
That's one of the subjects. Not just a sound barrier. He can see
We
us.
are now in control of this facility.
What do you think he'll do?
Which one is it?
DZ-03.
Our servers are secure.
I didn't get a chance to read the file.
Neutralize the rest of our calls.
Maybe we should leave.
Not with the security grid malfunctioning. We're fine right here.
So he has a sense of humor.
Where are these biomods supposed to be? That's the question.
No clue. Your guess is better than mine.
And now we're traveling to the Biomod lab, which means I'm going to have to switch windows again. Ah.
Okay.
And this is going to happen
It has
every
to load.
time.
Oh. Okay, the original's starting to look better.
Well, in some ways you'd be right, because again, we're talking about very small maps. Not that this game isn't playable, and it has quite a nice story.
But having to switch windows, oh, wow.
Well, this would actually happen more or less seamlessly.
This is the room. We are now in control of this facility.
You've already seen the lab, so I guess it wouldn't hurt anything for you to install a few biomods. You'll be needing them. The canisters will transfer seed population into subregions of your body. You will need to configure each subpopulation for specific skills. For instance, the actin drivers in your legs can either increase your speed or quiet your footsteps. Not both.
It's a little late for
The Tarsus program may be unconventional, but trust me, we take care of our training.
the people attacking Tarsus. Are they the ones responsible for Chicago? What's going on?
The Order is an intolerant cult. They hate multinational corporations and the private security forces that protect them.
Which means me.
Exactly. But I don't think they were involved with Chicago. They're a worldwide organization, not a band of terrorists.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Many organizations are trying to see us fail.
Alright. B for the thing. I have 3 of those. Regeneration, vision enhancement, or spy drone. There's a biomod. There's a biomod for cloak. Or a neural interface, which would be better. Thermal masking. Move silent. We'll install that one. Moving all of the silent. We'll install that. Do I want a cloak, or do I want to be able to do or do I want a DNI, direct neural interface? Because fuck drones.
Hide from somebody? Get a cloak.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but you might want.
But I only get one of these.
Or,
What are the benefits to getting a direct neural interface? Will it make you stronger, faster, better?
Interesting.
So you have to get some on the black market.
Unless that's cultural appropriation.
I think if we're going to go for a stealth run, we're going to want that cloak.
Yeah.
And I can't get that one anyway. Black market can't. Yeah, no. We'll take the cloak. And we are out of biomods.
Yeah.
Well done. Enjoy. Even though they run on normal energy cells, your systems are far more efficient than the standard piezochem architecture. Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code 355.
3445. Okay, so now we can be quiet. We're gonna grab these real quick.
Me be quiet? Squirrel, don't you know who you hire as your goals?
I don't know, you've been pretty quiet so far. And that is a
You
multi-tool.
can't silence me. What do you think? Where do you think I live? U.S.? You can't silence me.
Okay, that is the elevator. And this is where we came in. Okay, I need to see how I need to look at the controls here and key mappings. F1 to F6. Cool. Cycle weapons with tab. Okay. Let's go ahead and save right here. And F3 will turn on the cloak.
Yeah, watch out. Cloak always uses energy, so.
Okay, so how do I... She gave me the security code.
We are now in control of this facility.
But I have no clue. It's been ages since I played this.
Or upgrade the current one. Alright. So that is the elevator. We have a key code for it. I think that's the elevator.
2891.
3445 is what it was.
Just, I was thinking about the other one before.
Terrorists reprogrammed our security, and that target up there means business. So we're trapped because the order's up there, taking down scientists.
There's got to be some way to outsmart a kid.
If you can sneak past the camera or take it out with EMP, you'll be fine. As soon as that camera catches sight of a target, the turret opens fire.
Sounds easy enough. Do you want to follow me through?
I'm not willing to take that risk, but you guys are trained for that sort of thing. I'm just supposed to be quietly observing students and taking notes from higher class. Hopefully backup will show up soon and rescue me, but you don't have that luxury. You cannot let yourself be captured.
Okay, have it your way.
You bumped me. Back off.
Trust. Tarsus has a strict policy against voyeuristic behavior by our researchers. Your living quarters were observed only to ensure that our graduates show no behavioral abnormalities after the biomod infusion procedure.
I have got some... This dude's got some serious jump.
This is the front. We are now in control of this facility.
Okay, I made it past there.
He must be the captain that goes down with the ship.
In a manner of speaking, we won't hand our research over to fanatics. Not without a fight.
Something's happened. Another squad of terrorists.
Where?
Right below us. They're going through the apartments.
You sure you're gonna stay in front?
Our enemies captured this facility. They'll learn how you evade. Stand by us, Alex. You're the one with combat training. Maybe you could handle the intruders before they reach my companion and me.
Is this entire facility for studying us, the trainees? Was I under the microscope in Chicago?
Biomodification is more involved than you might imagine, Alex. This facility was for your protection.
You know my name.
I better know a lot more than that if my code is going to be regulating protein synthesis in the cells of your body.
That's definitely not right.
Oh no!
That might be something.
The hell?
Oh.
I died.
Ooh.
How did I die?
Ooh.
I want to know. Did I utterly fail? Is it because I failed that mission? Because I failed to protect the scientists, or because I still had hit points left. What the fuck's up with that? So, because we have a squirrel coffin coming, I think it might actually be time to wrap this up a bit. What do you guys think?
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this one here out of gathering. What?
I prefer the original.
Oh,
I
the original
I still prefer the original.
Well, the original had its ups and its downs. This one here has had some graphic revisions done to it, and if I'm not mistaken, they used the same engine, but it was broken up into small chunks. Most people blame that on the Xbox, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was actually the case. 256 megabytes of RAM on a PC was actually possible at the time, but it was at least an order of magnitude more than they had on the Xbox. Actually, I don't think it was quite that bad. It was the difference was significant. That's really what I can tell you at this point. But this was it's in terms of story. This is actually one of the better games. Human Revolution and its successor, Mankind Divided, were actually pretty tasty in and of themselves. But there was a tendency towards some real silliness that went on. But I think later on we might actually go back to Mankind Divided and Human Revolution and have a good look. I have yet to finish Mankind Divided. But most of it is wandering around just a couple of blocks worth of prog.
Oh.
Where you've got a hub and some other stuff, and the internet connection is saying we should probably wrap this up anyway.
Okay.
All right then. Any comments on today's games? Let's have it. Hit me. Kitty, comments.
This game, not too into it. The paleontology game went on my wish list. Definitely 3 paws.
Okay.
And the boat game, I'm not. It reminded me too much of freaking Mario Brothers and Mario Kart. So I'm kind of like, 1 paw.
Okay, so you're not thrilled with the idea of Smash Boats. I'm probably gonna grab the kid and play that again later. Because, why not? As far as Fossil Dinosaur Hunter, it's as for what I can tell, it's a little too painful for the graphics hardware. So unless I can actually put a fan on it, which I can't at the moment, it's probably going to wind up getting stuck in the bin. It's going to get stuck on the back burner for a while. Once I can turn a fan on it, I'll probably go back to it. It's one of those podcasty Zen quality games, which is fine. I'm completely okay with that. I do that to games like Elite Dangerous too. Put a podcast on in the background, just kind of wander around and play because there's no reason not to, etc. What else have we got? And of course, Deus Ex Invisible War is, in my opinion at least, and you can take that for what it's worth, severely underrated. But then, honestly, I'm a story guy, not really an action guy. So it took me a minute to figure out where the fuck my gun was. Your gun is over there. If you press this button, you can cycle through them. Oh, cool! Now you tell me. But the Deus Ex games were a lot about stealth and hardcore action. And usually they manage to find a way to match them up. Deus Ex is actually 3 different sort of micro studios within Eidos and Ion Storm that kind of came together at some point trying to make a stealthy thief type game, a modern shooter, and a big story RPG. And, funnily enough, they pulled it off.
Yep.
I am actually still waiting with Eidos with Eidos separated from Squeenix. Maybe we get the other half of Mankind Divided. That would be brilliant. Because it seemed to me like the game was just starting to open up. In the way that previous Deus Ex games go. Deus Ex, of course, we had Deus Ex, which was like fucking everywhere. You could go all kinds of places, and Human Revolution let us go to a number of different places as well. So, we shall see. But at some point, maybe I want to try and find a way to smooth out the transitions, for Deus Ex, for Invisible War, and then find some way to move along so that we can actually work this game a little better, and then maybe do a long play, because that would be fun, I think. See, I could have bailed out and run off to, the middle of fucking nowhere, because that would have been fun. Alright. So, I think that's going to about do it for us today. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone you know, and some of the folks you don't. And take a look down there in the description. There are lots of little ways to help out the channel, and trust me, every tiny bit helps. Even if you've got a buck that you don't need anymore, then send it this way. As every buck there means that's one more thing that we can pick up or we can do later on. So, all right. Between now and the next time we see you folks, be safe. Listen!
And let's implant better games into the environment now.
Oh, tortured! That was tortured. All right, folks. See ya.